Nighttime baseball now from the district as you get a look inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Atlanta Braves and the Washington Nationals. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Max Scherzer will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. He'll look to build on that here.
A.J. Pierzynski strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Atlanta, catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
Here's a pitch taken for ball 1 as we get underway here at 7:06. Eric, these Nationals as they enter play here tonight, been a middling start to the season as they come in 2-3 over their first 5.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
Scherzer into the windup. Here's the 1-1. Pitch taken there by Pierzynski, and it's 2-1 now. And it'll be important to stay warm tonight. A chilly 44 degrees here at first pitch. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Hard liner toward short. So this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
You got to be swinging at good pitches. Avoid wasting at bats by going out of the strike zone on this guy.
Freddie Freeman will stand in, and you can see that early season average up into the high 300s now. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. 0-2, here it comes. Chopped foul right at home plate. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. One and two, here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and chopped to first. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he is in there.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Danny Swanson.
Danny Swanson will stride in now. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's ball game. Scherzer will check at first, and the runner back. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Yet another check on first. Runner back safely. First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Don't want to forget about him. Runner at first here, one man out. He's running towards second. Pitch inside. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, that's just good execution right there. Pitcher slide steps. That makes it easier and quicker for the catcher to handle the ball. He gets a good throw off to second base, and they get their guy.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon's got to get rid of it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but no one left. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Greg Maddux gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. What do we need to know here, EK?
Yeah, guys, real exciting for him in his last start. Recorded his first big league win. They gave him the ball after the game. We'll see if he can get number 2 here.
Ben Revere comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for Washington, center fielder, Ben Revere.
And he lays off there 1-0. EK, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, been a fairly decent start to the year. 3-2 in their first 5.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Oh, and it eats up Johnson. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, Matt, I really appreciate the way that Bryce Harper plays the game. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Into the windup and the pitch. Anthony Rendon comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Now, people describe this guy as throwing a heavy sinker. Would you guys agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to explain why that's the case, but it's true. When you run into a guy with a good sinker and lots of movement on it, it just feels like you're hitting a bowling ball. The ball just doesn't go anywhere.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
You know, Summersgill has a bit of a reputation for having a fat strike zone, but I don't think that really applies to all corners. Also, I've been told that he's pretty consistent with what he does and doesn't call.
Bases are empty, one man out. Down the third baseline, but foul. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. With a moment now, let's check out the top of the scorecard and see how the Braves align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, if you can say there is a defensive threat on this team, he's standing down there at first base. I say that because he's very good at keeping balls in front of him, helping his fellow infielders. Just a guy that's an asset every single game.
First offering on its way. Bryce Harper started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good at-bat so far here with 2 away. He's going to go down in order. At least make that guy work for it. Got himself back into a fastball count now.
And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Ryan Zimmerman will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
The 2-2 pitch. Harper running from first. Pitch outside. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
That's the second walk he's allowed here in the first inning. I have a feeling if you ask his manager, he's going to say that that's way too many already. You can't go giving away base runners, or you're going to find yourself in a big hole early on.
Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Grounder down the line at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Number 1 will stand in now. 2 hits and 5 trips for him in yesterday's ball game.
Number 1.
Scherzer gets the sign. First pitch on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
He can afford to be patient here because all he's looking to do is get on base and do his damage from there.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. To short, hit hard. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Smith will stride in, hoping to stay hot as he came through with a 4-hit contest yesterday afternoon. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Low and inside with the breaking ball as that causes him to back up a bit.
And we'll see him work both sides of the plate with the curveball going forward. You know, maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around.
That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Worth. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Ender Inciarte will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, he's a guy that's definitely going to attack you with the fastball. He's got a good one, so why not?
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Two and 2 now with 2 away and the base is empty. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3 and 2.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Great change up there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Jason Worth will stand in, hoping he can be the same kind of run producer he was yesterday when he drove in 3 of his guys' 4 eventual runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Danny Espinoza will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. That's wide, 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Swanson gloves it on to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
I want you to watch this play here at short. Look at how he picks this ball up. He knows he doesn't have a second to lose, so he makes a quick transition into a throwing motion, gets rid of it quickly, and throws his man out at first. That play is well done.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. In tight with the sinker, ball two. Bottom of the second here with no score. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Kelly Johnson leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the first pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this one's inside and high. 1-2 now. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch-out, 1 away.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, he nibbles for a couple pitches and then finally just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. As he'll take a look at ball one. That evens it up, 1-1. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And another foul ball. Third inning, no score to this point. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Greg Maddux stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Fastball in there for a called strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Way outside. 1-2. On the ground up the middle. Espinosa down on the ground. And he loses the handle on the transfer, and that's going to allow the inning to continue. And how about that? His first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come, seeing he's a pitcher, so an exciting moment for him for sure.
And good hitting pitchers are a luxury for a manager to have. Not that this one hit is going to prove that he'll be a good hitting pitcher, but some pitchers do take it really seriously. And no matter what the case is, it's pretty cool to pick up a big league knock. I know how tough it is.
A.J. Pierzynski will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard toward the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And these guys can strike quickly. Just when it looked like they weren't going to do much here in the inning, they come through with hits on back-to-back pitches, and they're in business at first and third with 2 outs.
Freddie Freeman stands in with runners at the corners now, looking for a 3rd straight 2-out hit and a run in the inning.
And Matt, this inning didn't look like it was going anywhere, but they didn't give up on it. And then all of a sudden you look up and they've got a great chance to push across a run.
1-0.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Throw over to the bag, but the runner's back easily. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Revere going back. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
Stepping in now, Danny Swanson. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
3 runs already home here. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Two out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and he'll reach to knock this ball down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Now batting, number 1.
Number 1 steps in now. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
The 0-2 home. Too high. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Now a move over to first, and the runner will get back standing.
Simple throw over there.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Braves do pick up 3 on the strength of this 3-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. Max Scherzer digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Max Scherzer.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, a tough situation here. He has the long inning on the mound, and then he's got to turn right around and lead off the next half inning.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
And this is exactly what he does so well. He'll make you so convinced that you're going to see a fastball, and then he's going to go the other way on you.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. 1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a battle.
Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
And, you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Full count, 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Still no hits on the ledger, but at least they get themselves a base runner here. And that's a step in the right direction.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. That's 2-1.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
2-1, here it is. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
2 out with the man at first. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle. Count remains full. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Oh, you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and the guy moves up into scoring position here.
Ryan Zimmerman stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the 3rd.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More coming up from Nationals Park in just a moment. Smith is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Nope. 2-0. This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Check to swing there and pops this one up. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
That's something a lot of men suffer from. Fear of commitment. He can't make up his mind whether to swing at this pitch or not, so he tries to hold up, but it's too late as this turns into an easy little liner over to third.
Here's Ender Inciarte. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Line to the right side. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Here's Kelly Johnson. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. On his way to pitch number 75. Hit sharply toward the right side. Harper back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
Scherzer comes set. Here it is on 1-0. Just missing here, 2-0.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Scherzer will check it first, and a dive, but he's back. Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Greg Maddux will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Little late that time as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with 2 away, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Here's the 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Daniel Murphy is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Up next for Washington.
Well, you don't always need to have amazing movement to make a slider successful. And this is a case in point. We've seen sliders with 10, 11, 12 inches of break. This one only moves about 8, but that's more than enough to get the job done.
Here's Jason Worth as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
These are the types of balls where you worry about collisions out there. This ball's hit fairly sharply, almost exactly between the 2 outfielders, but this should always be the center fielder's ball if he can get to it. So he calls for it, and he puts it away.
Into the box, Danny Espinoza. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle, it's 0-1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Seared down the first baseline. Oh, look at the stop by Freddie. It's there, and he's out.
Picked him up. Nice play.
Another look at the fine play at first that concludes matters here in the inning. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. A.J. Pierzynski heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. And a ball, 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Looking a little off here to start the 5th.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back safely. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Clint Robinson will be summoned into the game to take over at first following the injury.
Number 25, Clint Robinson.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Everything away here, and with pretty good reason.
Yeah, they'll say, left field, it's all yours. You want to beat us that way? Go ahead and do it.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes.
That's ball
3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Three and two.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Danny.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And the hook's coming with him as that'll be all for Max Scherzer. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Blake Treinen is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Treinen.
Danny Swanson will be his first test out of the bullpen, and it'll be a tough test indeed, as he'll face him with 2 on and nobody out here. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98. 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Hit softly on the ground to third. A bare-handed pickup to second for 1.
Yeah, that's good hustle getting down the line. A double play could have really put the brakes on this rally, but he's able to beat it out on the back end just to keep things going here.
Number 1 will dig in. 0 for 2 thus far. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Runner back standing. Here comes the first pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he lays off for ball 1. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Worth going back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
In the end, this will be an RBI single off the wall, but it could have and probably should have been a whole lot more.
Smith will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if you can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and with 2 on and 1 out, you're just hoping you can get a double play ball to get yourself out of the inning. But now you've really got some work to do as he bounces this pitch, and that means both runners are going to move up.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Ender Inciarte will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Oh, that's a good fastball right there, and you had to figure that he was looking for that sinker.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Worth on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do, and that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Kelly Johnson digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And that is through into center field, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Nick Markakis will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here it comes on 3-0. And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
That probably should have been a strike, but 3-0, sometimes you don't get that call. He puts a man on here on the 4-pitch walk.
Greg Maddux will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Now here on the mound, you cannot take it easy on the pitcher here with 2 outs. He can still bloop one in there and drive home 2, so you need to be thinking strikeout all the way.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Lays off the slider that time, 2-1.
Oh my gosh, he is falling apart out there right now. That's the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't he know that?
Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Has to challenge him here. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. Last half of the 5th coming up. Atlanta leads it 6-0. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Smith looks up and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field, and they're on the board. It's 6-1.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back. But stranger things have happened, and who knows? Or maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Trey Turner will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Trey Turner.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball one. That home run believed to be 402 feet all told. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Inciarte on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Ben Revere.
Ben Revere digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
At the plate, Anthony Rendon. He drew a walk his first time up. The pitch. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Unable to recover, he's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Bryce Harper stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. From the stretch, lifted into the air to shallow center. Number 1 ranging into the outfield, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Nats get 1, and it comes on this swing by Wilson Ramos. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and this is now a 6-1 ball game. Felipe Rivero will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 73, Felipe Rivero.
A.J. Pierzynski will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
That's a
Ball 1. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground. Murphy's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman will step toward the box here, and as he does, we flash you back to inning number 3 as you check out his 3-run home run, a big blow early on. And the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
1 out, nobody on. 3-0 now. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Danny Swanson will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in safely.
Keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here it comes. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he just manages to get his hand in.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
And again, he'll snap one over to first, being especially careful here. Tapper up the line, but it's foul, strike 1. 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, just keeping him close. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Number 1 stands in. Swing and a little tapper. Goes to third with it, and they get the force for the second out. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue. And I don't know about you guys, but it looked like he thought about going to second, but instead he's able to get the lead guy over at third. Smith Stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Now he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll be back in standing up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there at the knees, strike one. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Fastball here?
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Hit out towards second. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They lead it 6-1. Clint Robinson will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run. That's it.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Swanson is up with it, and a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Daniel Murphy will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center field. Smith ranging back. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Well, if this is a day game, this is a home run. You know, a night game, much different story here. This place just doesn't have the same kind of carry to it under the lights, and this winds up being a long out to the warning track.
Jason Worth will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
And there's ball 1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Drilled to first. Oh, he makes the stop. He's out.
Oh, nice pick.
So nothing happening this time around. We're through 6 full. Braves lead this one 6-1. Back here at Nationals Park, 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Matt Belisle is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Matt Belisle.
Ender Inciarte steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Ender Inciarte.
Lined into left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Back in standing. He's set, now the pitch. Kelly Johnson stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Good swing by Johnson, but he still comes up empty, 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And he's back easily. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
Nick Markakis will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Got him.
The pitcher, number 31, Greg
Greg Maddux steps in for a 4th plate appearance tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game.
Yeah, he's been in total control of this game, Matt. I see no reason to be going with anybody else out there on the mound right now.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
And he pulls back the bunt attempt, 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Here he comes on 2-0. And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with 1 out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
A.J. Pierzynski will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
From the stretch. Out in front of it, strike 1. 2nd and 3rd, 2 away. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 2 left for Atlanta. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Danny Espinoza will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and this goes right past him.
And he'll be thinking that's an out he should have had here to lead off the inning. This was maybe not the most routine of hops, but still, you'd think he'd at least be able to get a glove on it.
Wilson Ramos will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. In there, and it's 0-1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
And this will get right by Pierzynski to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, you know, right now he's just holding on to that curveball just a little too long. This is about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, he's going to make it up to second easily.
Sent on the ground out to second. And he's retired, 1 away.
Well, they've figured out the whole get them on and get them over parts. Now with one away, they've got 2 shots at the get them in part. Nice job here to steer that one to the right side.
Michael Taylor will grab a bat and pinch hit now, and he'll be looking for at least a fly ball as he's got a runner at third and only one away. And this is fouled straight back. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Three and 2 now. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Ben Revere will come forward now, and a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from them.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Sinker, and this one's over as well. 0-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. On the ground to the right side. To second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Oh, and he nearly got that double play he needed to get himself out of the inning. But you see the good hard slide here at second base and the return throw just a little too late. So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an RBI.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. One 0 pitch is a circle change. It runs outside 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
2-0 count, and the pitch. Sinking line drive out to right center. In there, a base hit.
Only their 3rd hit of the ball game so far. He's got 2 of them. So this offense has pretty much been non-existent this entire ball game.
Bryce Harper gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And that's in there for strike 1.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Comes set and the 0-1. 0-1 is a circle change that's over for a called strike.
Yeah, you can't afford to be selective now. You've got to expand that zone. Try and put something in play.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Grounded to short. Oh, behind the back. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. One for the highlight reel as they get the force play to get him out of trouble. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Yusmeiro Petit will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Freddie Freeman is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Bounce to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Well, nothing too out of the ordinary right there. He just doesn't look this one into his glove. And now all of a sudden, they've got a man on here to begin this inning.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And he's back in standing. Standing in now, Danny Swanson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. One and one, here it comes. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. High in the air out towards shallow right. Harper is under it. He's got it 1 away. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Number 1 steps into the box. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. Runners on first with 1 down. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Smith stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
The 1-0 delivery. And he swings on top and sends it on the ground out to second. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. It's back to the nation's capital after this. Clint Robinson will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Here it comes on 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And that misses up and in. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Smoked on the ground left side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Daniel Murphy will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Ball 1. A runner at first with no outs here. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
drilled on the ground to short. One there on to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Jason Worth will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Perhaps exasperation would be the watchword in that first base dugout.
Yeah, and you know, it feels like it's been that way all night for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Full count now. 3-2.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. He probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals go quietly. They still trail here at 6-2. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Jonathan Papelbon come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Ender Inciarte digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
The left fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Papelbon's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Flipped out the other way towards short. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Third baseman, number 24.
I don't know if there's anything really to pinpoint about this play. It might have been one of those where he never really got a good grip on the baseball. And he winds up kind of throwing a sinker across the diamond to first base, and it skips right on by.
Here's Kelly Johnson. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
Here's a situation where there's a new reliever out there. You know he's going to be focused on getting ahead, and boom, you take off on the first pitch. Now you've really given him something to think about.
Now the 0-1. To the hole left side, and it's through, a base hit. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Now batting, right fielder,
Striding into the box, Nick Markakis. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Low with the splitter, ball one. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second.
1-1.
Low throw, and he can't handle the short hop.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
And Markakis lays off here. It's 2-1. Nipped the corner, 2-2. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Espinoza onto the grass, one away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Eric Ibar will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away.
Eric Ibar.
Papelbon firing away here. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. A softly hit ball here, foul off to the left side, and it's strike two now. Ready with the 0-2. And here's a splitter that's inside as he's forced to jitterbug out of the way there.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
A little low. It's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
One out and a runner on second base. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. A.J. Pierzynski will be next. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Harper sprinting after it, but this will land foul shy of the wall. Count is full. Here's the pitch. On the ground to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Oh, good diving attempt right there at third base, but he just can't get to the ground fast enough to make that play, and it slips past.
In now, A.J. Pierzynski. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike one. Ready with the 0-1. Tap fouled at home plate. Runners are at first and third, one away. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Braves will settle for just the 1. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Braves lead it 7-2. Jim Johnson will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Jim Johnson.
Striding in to start the 9th, Danny Espinoza, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Here's a called strike on the curveball, 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on.
That's
2-0.
It didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with the running action on that 2-seam fastball.
The 2-0 on the way. And little doubt about that one. That's in there, and it's 2-1.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the 2nd out.
Now batting.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Stephen Drew will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Stephen Drew.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Braves have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, it's always a plus to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. So it's a good job here to finish this one off and claim the victory in the opener.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the 9th, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. The Braves are winners here, 7-2. Good night from D.C.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 7 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 14 men on base. For the Nationals, 2 runs on 4 hits. 2 errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Nationals Park, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.